Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the live Monday market analysis. We do this every single Monday, 10 p.m. Eastern, after the live Instagram. Garrison, let me make you the host. One thing I do want to cover really quick is today's date is July 1st. Let me open up CoinGecko. Let's get a little rebrief here on CoinGecko. Again, July 1st, 2024. We're looking at Bitcoin 62,861. It's up a little bit since last call. We got ETH at 3445, 3,445. And Solana's sitting at 147. Market pump since last call. And Garrison, take it away, brother.
Let's go. I will go ahead and share my screen here. Can you see it? CoinGecko. Okay, like Tyler said, we're at 62K for Bitcoin, about 3,500 for ETH. Let's go ahead and take a step into here and go to see what the biggest gainers and losers are of today. Nothing really here. A lot of meme coins are typically on these. But some days you'll catch some good altcoins on here, especially when the altcoins running.
Check
Um,
ENS,
oh yeah, that probably
Ethereum name service. I don't think it's going to be, it might not be on there, but
surprised.
it was up, bro.
Oops, just clicked the wrong one. It is for the 24 hours, it is down 2%, but 7 days it went from, let's go to the month. It's up a good
Scroll down a little bit.
$10 for the month, 3 months. I mean,
Scroll
it
down
was
just
at
a
about,
little.
sorry,
Scroll down just a little bit. There you go.
here,
Yeah,
yeah.
look, up for 14 days. You're looking at 42%, bro. Pumped.
The year, 238% on a year. That's pretty good return. Tyler's definitely talked about this a lot in the last, year specifically, actually. So, but yeah, there's that. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to Bitcoin. Can you see my Bitcoin chart now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm on the daily here. It's been a very boring 125 days since like February, pretty much a boring year, to be honest.
Right.
Um, but I'm not surprised. There's a lot of sellers here at this this zone up here where all the this is the all-time high. So people take profits when you go back a year and a half ago, you know, we were at 17, 16K. So people that were buying then, they're up 285%.
Minimum.
So,
They were
you know,
buying
there's
back then.
yeah, there's gonna be people taking profits. And even if you bought back in October, let's go back a year ago. It's July. Go
First.
back a year ago from today, you'd be up 100%, a little bit more. So
Doubled your money.
there's people taking profits, but we're still holding strong here. There's buyers. There's still buyers showing up. You can see buyers showing up at these levels here before we're even getting down too far into what you can call a retracement. Guys, this is not much of a retracement for crypto at all. If we go, it's only going down a total of 23%. We've seen moves like that in one day before in crypto. So, that's not much here. You just gotta, you're here for the long term. You gotta take the emotions out of it, like we talk about all the time. And I know there's a lot of noise here. So, I took my fib from this low to that high because it's a pretty big move up with nothing, not a lot of, sellers showing up there. So you can call that an imbalance of buyers. And I even took a little one from here, but you can see the 786 and 886 zone meet up right here at this 50% 618. And it came down. Where's my arrow at? I think I deleted it. It came down really close to this 55K level. Didn't quite hit it. Buyers showed up really fast. What does that tell you? There might be buyers waiting here. there might be buyers waiting here. If the moment it came here, it wicked right, it wicked right back up. Um, and it goes back up, over the next couple days, weeks, and it comes right back to this. There's a lot of sellers that show up here. It seems like we hit the all-time high here, made a little retracement, made a move up, sold off, made a move back up, kind of sold off, and then we sold off again. We've hit this zone 1, 2, 3, 4 times in those last 125 days. And I don't see the bottom getting hit that hard right here too much. I still
Yeah,
wouldn't be
bro.
surprised if we reject right here and still move down to these levels. I'm definitely prepared for that. And even 46, 42, I'm prepared for that. But what we all want to see right now is a little bit of a move up. Maybe we hold up here a little bit, continue to move up as more people buy in, as the hype, you can call it the hype, starts to come around, and you can see the sentiment kind of turning. Bitcoin went up like 2000 today, and you would have thought it went up to all-time highs. So, um people are a little nervous right now and fearful, and those are typically the times you want to you want to buy. Um and I want to pull this up. I'm not sure if I know the site. Do you know the Bitcoin Fear and Greed site? Is this the right? Did I look that up right?
Yeah, if you just Google go to Google though, like Google it. This is the funny part, right? We use Brave browser just to go to Google. But the thing is, Brave browser's lit. So go to Google and then now type fear and greed index right there.
This one?
And I think it's the coin stats one actually.
Yeah,
There you
this
go.
looks good. Last week fear was 46. We've seen it go up a little bit since. Now it's about 50-50 right now. So I like that personally, which means if it's more greed, that means a lot of people 51% of people are probably in profit right now that have bought Bitcoin. And the other 50% bought up here. So that goes to show you, how much all-time highs will get non everyday traders. I can't think of the proper word. Non-institutional buyers and just people that follow the hype and the trend. They're all buying right here. That's why 50% of people probably are down. And there's people scared, but again, there's still 51% that are probably up on their investment. I think I might have said 51% are down, but you guys get what I mean. Um,
Yo, on that crypto feed on the chart right there that you're on, go to the left and click the Bitcoin. I want to see what you can change it to.
Ethereum, it's about the
It
same,
doesn't
it
it
looks
doesn't
like.
change the overall one. I think it just changes like if you go to, you can see like the
Oh
love
yeah,
total.
yeah, okay.
I was just curious what it did.
Right
This
now
is a
it's at
this is
about
a
the
different
same.
one that I've seen, but it's pretty much the same concept. I don't know the normal one that most people use, but I actually kind of like this one.
Yeah, I do too. But yeah, no, this is always a good thing to see. It kind of shows you the sentiment. Um,
The
when it's
market's feelings.
when it's pretty fearful, typically you want to buy. When it starts getting up into these like, 60s, 70s, maybe 80s, 90s, which I don't know. I've never really looked at it a lot, so I'm not really sure if it's ever been up that high. Probably,
It's
let's
up
see.
there.
Yeah, FGI would be Fear Greed. Yeah. So it was up at like 90, 83 when we were at the all-time highs here.
Yeah, and
So
again, like you said, bro, you got to keep in mind too, a lot of those people were up over 100%. They were buying 15, 20, 30, 40, 50K Bitcoin and they're
yeah.
up. And now they want to take some profits.
So in a perfect world, you see my Bitcoin chart again, right?
Yeah, yep.
I'd like to see Bitcoin do this, but it's not a perfect world. So, what I'd like to see, if we don't make a move up above this 382 zone, it's definitely possible we come back down here or even down in these levels or farther. Um, I would be comfortable with this. I wouldn't be too much more excited about it going down here. But again, it's possible. You got to prepare for it. That's why dollar cost averaging is going to be the name of the game. If we can break and close above this 382, I'd like to see us kind of make a move up here. Maybe, oh, this is the wrong one. If we can break up above this and, kind of hold up here, break above this box, maybe hit that, go down a little bit more, start breaking up again here. And,
Yep.
maybe we hit all-time highs again, scare people. Maybe after we do that again, we go all the way back down here.
Yeah, bro, because we still got a couple months till the election too.
Yeah, it can be, it's in good terms, it could be a long year, but or in, I guess, in bad terms, that it could be a long year. In good terms, what that means is you have time to save up, dollar cost average, accumulate your Bitcoin while it's at levels that, you know, once it once we see price discovery, true price discovery again, and we're up at like 80, 90, 100K, things are going to be going parabolic. You're going to see altcoins running. You're going to see everything running. People are going to be going crazy. The fear and greed index is going to be at probably like 100 for for a while, but guys, that can take another year or 2 years to happen. Don't, you know, don't put $100 into Bitcoin and expect it to grow to $1 million overnight. It's going to be a long-term game. It's digital real estate, like Michael Saylor says. So,
Yeah.
I like to see Bitcoin slowly start to make a move up towards this way. Um, and yeah, we'll see. You got to read and react at these certain levels. So I'd like to see us, once we make a move up towards 70K, see how we play there. If we reject, I wouldn't be surprised to see 55 again. If we can break and hold above this 71K, I'd be confident that we see all-time highs again. Last thing I'm going to cover, I just want to bring this up really quick, guys. Things are heating up in Quirksville. Let's see. Let's go to activity, sales, and let's see how many sales today. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sales today. They were going for about 0.6 earlier today, 0.68. They're up a good 0.1 ETH. And there's not a lot listed. There's only 86 listed out of 4,999. That is very bullish. Once these start moving, they tend to run pretty fast because a lot of these probably get delisted as you go up because some of them are considered grails, and those don't get sold on
VR
the
ones
floor.
are sick, bro.
But yeah, so you typically, if someone sells one of these up higher from the floor, they go back down and they buy some, maybe another quirk and take some profits, or they buy two, and it's kind of like a 2-for-1 deal if you sell it above the floor like that. So um if you guys, are looking into Quirkies or anything, let me know. I will connect you with the community, and maybe we can get you a deal and an entry into Quirksville. But things are heating up. I would not be surprised if these things, keep running back up to 1 or 2 ETH, which we've seen quite often. We've seen it happen once this year already, a run to 2 ETH. So yeah, like I said, 86 listed. That's pretty bullish in NFT community. But after that, Tyler, I don't have much else. I will make you the host.
But I already took it back. Yeah, bro. No, I think that's awesome. You said what percent of them are listed?
1.73% are listed.
And how many total are there?
4,999. So there's
Oh yeah,
86 listed. So
because I forgot what's his name burnt the one.
yeah. Um,
Well, yeah.
it if
Go ahead.
really quick, if you guys are interested, just look at Quirkies360.com. It'll tell you everything they're doing. It lays it all out. So there's no, blurred lines, and you have a good understanding of what you're investing in. Go ahead, Tyler.
But no, what I wanted to say, bro, is I wanted to bring up like, there's 4,999 Imagine it like a neighborhood, right? There's 4,999 houses for sale,
Yeah.
and only how many are listed? Total number?
86.
And only 86% of the people want to move out of the neighborhood. Do you think it's a good neighborhood out of 4,999? I'd say so. And and I like to compare NFTs to neighborhoods too, because you think about it, right? The average price depends on whoever's trying to get out of there the quickest. If somebody's like, let's say you want to sell your house, but you already bought a new one and you need to sell your house ASAP, you might have to lower the price, which means other people might also lower the price, or it might devalue their house or NFT. So
Yeah. About
NFTs are awesome.
98% of the people in that community are holding. They don't want to sell.
Yeah, the awesome community, that cake. There's
Yeah, 100%.
a bunch of other awesome projects as well. But
Yeah, if you guys
let's
if you guys check out, I know a lot of, if you're on this call, you're probably in our Discord, but if you're watching this on YouTube, we do have a Discord and there's NFT call outs. We have some trade ideas, all informational. None of this is financial advice, but it's just ideas and things we see in the market. So
You
make
can
sure
see
you're
my
in there.
screen, my whole
Yes,
screen.
sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I see CoinGecko. I see everything actually. I see your whole
Perfect.
monitor.
Yeah, you should. I just want to make sure because I'm going to be switching between some stuff. I had the presidential election thing pulled up because I was trying to figure out dates, times, when exactly you find out
Oh
who the next
yeah.
president is.
Did you figure it
Just to
out?
kind of yeah, Claude AI gave me the answers. Dude,
Okay.
if you guys aren't using AI, dude, Google is so last year, bro. Like you have
Dude,
to
it helps
I
so
literally
much.
start it's funny because I start typing stuff in to Google and I'm like, oh, they don't know the answer to this. Let me ask Claude. But it's funny, bro. Like, even like looking up specific things, like it can't tell me that exactly what I like. You still have to hunt for the information after you search what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Where AI kind of just feeds you the answer, and you're like, sick. Um, anyway, yeah. So the reason I was looking for that was because on a timeline, I want to mark it on here. There's on this chart. I have two different Bitcoin charts. This one's more of an event calendar. You can see it's a Picasso compared to the other one. There's a lot more going on. You can see the midterms. You could see the Bitcoin ETF approvals, the ETF happening, the ETF deadlines for ETH.
Ooh.
I don't have the ETF approval on there for ETH, but I just had the deadlines, and that's another thing I want to add to here because it's cool because you can see right the ETH or the ETF approval for Bitcoin. You could see the spot ETF, and remember, spot ETF means they buy it on the spot. If there's um if those futures would be a little bit different. So look, 92% increase on Bitcoin price pretty much since well, not exactly from the day it got approved, but around that time, almost 92% increase there in price from 38K level. But let's go back to the other chart because I want to see really just on a chart level where we're sitting. Garrison had a different look at it, which was similar to what I'm looking at, but obviously, his chart's going to look a little different than mine, even though we
Of
have
course.
and use similar techniques and styles. Um, what I have here is I have three large Fibonacci retracements we can see here. I also have the Bitcoin happening way back over there too here on this one. But we have three major fibs on here. Well, really one major fib, another smaller one, and another smaller one. You can see I have the 23.6 fib level marked here, which is also the 38.2, which is also the 78.6. This is what we would call a fib cluster. This is multiple different levels. This 38.2 is also the 61.8. You can see the 50% also sits inside of here. So a lot of these levels, it's called a fib cluster. The more these line up, the more kind of the more the more the market and price respects that level. Why? I don't really know. It's just something kind of noticed. It's a pattern I've recognized here in the market. And you can see here, it's actually done so multiple times. Touch, 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 touch. Went through a little bit, but touched. Um, so I'm really I want to see price kind of hold that 60K level, which for the most part it has. You go on DeFi Llama and you can see a lot of the liquidation levels, which this is really important because you can see where people are going to get liquidated out of their positions, right? If we come here, make sure we're on positions, and then let's also look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, come on, there we go. Bitcoin, we can see where people are going to get liquidated, meaning where they're going to have to sell their crypto to pay for their losses. And you can see a lot of these levels. 56 is probably the highest so far. 60. So look, if price comes down to 60K again, 60,663, he's getting liquidated for $7.7 million.
Dang.
So he's pretty bullish. He doesn't think it's coming back down to 60 right here, which is not far away. It's actually even farther up. It's like right here. But the reason I like to look at that too is because it kind of gives you an idea of where these big whales are sitting, where a lot of the buyers are sitting, or potential sellers, right? Now breaking it down on the chart level, right? We can see I brought it back down. We went from the weekly to the daily. Here's that big fib level, the 38.2, the 78.6, and we can see we perfectly respected it. Why? We don't know. Really don't know. Other than the fact that it's a pattern we've been recognizing for pretty much the last almost 5 years or 9 years. Wow. But what I actually like to see here too is that price broke above and is continuing to move up. With Bitcoin, that's awesome to see. A lot of the other market tends to follow that. Now, total market cap wise, let's see what we're looking at. Total market cap. This is excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, we can see right here came down, respected pretty much right here. We've been moving up. We broke above the 61.8. Honestly, I think we're going to keep continuing up. I think we're going to see some movement up. We're probably going to see a little bit of resistance here at this 2.5 trillion level as far as market cap goes. If we're looking at Bitcoin, I would expect maybe like that 70K level to get a little tough again. Now we can do the same thing here. All right, let's throw some fib levels because if we're expecting it to continue down, where would we expect it to stop? Here's that 50%. Here's our last levels of support, right? This is where the this is where the sellers are, right around here. So if our sellers are selling here, right, and are even maybe here, those are going to be the next areas we're going to have trouble going up, right? If we wanted to see this market continue down, we would like to see it respect here and continue down. So depends. We'll see what happens here at this 50% level. We can even do this. Let's do 2 point, do a little blue line, and we'll see what happens there. But I want to see price at least bare minimum actually come up to this level. I think we won't have a problem breaking through here. You can see we price kind of slowly. If we went on the 4 hour, you could probably see it a little better, where we touched it, almost touched that level a few times. But I think we're going to come up to that blue line around the 65, 252 before we see any more resistance. As far as the rest of the market goes, we've seen the price kind of move up. We've seen a lot about 5 to 10% movements up in the up direction, right? About 20% here for Aave for the last maybe week or two. But like I had Garrison pull up ENS, right? ENS is Ethereum name service. It's pretty much like the Cash App of crypto. Somewhere on this chart, I have it. Here we go. But what's cool is we called this out down here, guys. Right around this $11 area, which has now. So that was put in the that was put inside the Discord. So if you guys didn't catch that, that's all right. There's plenty more. Don't be afraid. Don't feel like you're missing out. There's tons of projects. There's plenty of entries. This is the hard part of the game, is feeling like you missed out, right? There's a lot of things we would have all loved to catch. Get those perfect entries. Even me, Maker, like I didn't get I bought some more Maker here as we were continuing up. And as you could see, as soon as I bought, it literally continued down. I was like, wow, I bought the resistance level. That's nice. But it, even here, like I bought some here. Garrison and I bought some with EWS, and then we bought a little more here. At least personally, I did, and then now we've been kind of hanging out here, and you can see that's the 50% level. I want to see us break above here. Once we do, I think we're going to really see some movement up. But not too long ago, we were just up here in the 4K levels from current price. I mean, that's a nice increase. If you were to got here, these nice entries, you're looking at almost 100% increase. So either way, I mean, whether you enter here long term, dollar cost averaging, I mean, it's if you're here for the long term, if you're investing in any project long term, dollar cost average and kind of forget about the price. With Bitcoin, yearly statistically, it goes up 50%. Doesn't matter what the price is. Like Michael Saylor says, he's going to keep buying the top. So ultimately, it doesn't even matter. He's going to never stop buying. So whether it's at 50K, 70K, 100K, right? They just bought $700 million worth of Bitcoin literally right here. About 62K. Another 700 million, almost $1 billion. Do you think he's scared? No. He knows where it's going long term. He's not worried. And if he's going to buy 700 million and not be scared, then you know what that means for you. So let's check out a couple other projects here because I want to see if we can see any entries. Like we got a Aave running, but if we throw some fibs on it, again, we might see some slight retracements. Like where we've kind of slowed down a little. Market slowed down just a little right here. Right. Let's see if we resist. Maybe we can get a small retracement for an entry, which would be nice. If not, we're just going to continue up, which isn't bad either. The problem is people might feel that FOMO, which again is okay. Don't feel bad. You're not going to catch every single trade. But there's plenty of other ones too, right? We have Cardano. Cardano's still sitting down here. Look at this. Still looking sweet. See Algorand. Algorand's still sitting there too. Touched its levels. Kind of broke below here on a shorter term what we were looking for it to hold, which is okay because again it's still in the larger time frame. We're still holding those levels we were expecting it to hold. Even if it continued down, we weren't going to be scared, right? Like we still got all the way down here to 11 cents. And let's see, I just kind of want to kind of run through these real quick. Balancer, another awesome project, kind of broke below where we were expecting it to, but again, it's okay. This isn't the best chart probably. Let me see the weekly. I don't know if we have any lower price on here, so I don't know. We might see Balancer continue down a little bit farther. If we have a different chart, might be easier to read it. But for here now, since I can't see anything in the past, I got never try to. If you drop a knife off the counter, are you gonna try to catch it, or are you gonna let it hit the floor first? Just let it hit the floor, bro. Don't catch the falling knife. Let it bounce. Let it hit the floor. Make sure it's stopped, and then you can pick it up. So same thing with the charts. Don't try to catch a falling knife. Don't go chasing it. Chat, another awesome project. Soul Chat, higher risk. Again, I wouldn't say this as much as a falling knife at this moment, but it could still continue down. Like there's nothing really stopping it. If I was to look for some entries, let's throw some fibs on it, right? Since we stopped here, let's see if we can hold some structure. And again, let's go into 4 hours. We can kind of see this a little better. For here, chat, let's see. I mean, yeah, right here, look, I'm kind of already respecting it. Let's see if we hold that. Even do this, all this clicking, moving. If we hold that level of 208, maybe we could see some movements up, but I'm not really, nothing's crazy. I mean, you could be patient and wait for it to break and retest above this level. And what I mean by a break and retest is, the market comes up here, boom, boom, and then continues up. Now it's not going to look exactly like that probably, but I would want to see it break above here and respect that before personally I enter again, because I'm not going to miss out on 20-30% here. Yeah, 25%. It is what it is. Would it be nice? Yeah, sure, but we don't need to gamble on something that's the probability's low. Let's see what else. Compound, beautiful level. Love Compound. A lot of money's locked up here. Aave as well, Maker as well. Beautiful lending protocols, borrowing protocols, sitting nice. Been chilling here for a while. This might be a nice entry. Might be a nice project to look at. Again, not financial advice, just something we're checking out here. Polkadot, awesome project as well. Sitting there nice, looking good. ENS, it's running. Let's see it have a little retracement first. A little more risky of a play, but literally the spitting image of ENS is Bon FIDA. FIDA tokenomics aren't as sexy, but I mean, if this is a little bit higher risk of a play, I mean, you could see, I mean, look at this, guys. It was just here not too long ago. Like this was in March, earlier in the year. But I mean, we've been respecting this level pretty well, and we've seen lower. So it's not like this is like some scary territory like we were just looking at with Balancer, right? Where the chart, we didn't have any history to read on the chart. This is looking a lot better for me. I think if you're gonna enter, definitely closer to that 28-cent level is probably better off. But we've been holding. Tokenomics again aren't too sexy, but the project itself absolutely incredible. And if you go and look, it's not like we've seen some pretty decent levels here. We've been up to the dollar, $2 range, and right now we're sitting down at the 29-cent range. Awesome project. ENS and FIDA, super similar. It's like the Cash App. ENS is Cash App for Ethereum projects. FIDA is the Cash App for Solana projects. Dope projects. Filecoin, sweet project too. All these are. I just want to kind of check them out, see if we got anything. This one also fell below where we wanted to see it, which is okay because I'm sure if we clear this chart and put a bigger fib on here, actually, let's go to the weekly real quick. I'm sure if we do this, it looks beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, see right here, I want to see us hold this level. As long as we hold that $4 level at this fight or Filecoin this could be a good entry here. Looks like we're moving down a little bit. Let's see how we test off of their flow. Another cool project, still coming down. Again, falling knife. It's below our last zone. I'm sure if we throw another fib on here, same thing that we were just looking at with Filecoin. Not gonna do it though. If you want to, feel free to. I'm not gonna. FTM, Phantom. Let's see, awesome project. GRT, another amazing project. HBAR. I liked it back in the day. It ran. We made our money off of it. I don't really care about it anymore. Still cool project. ISO 222 token. Jasmy, interesting project. Been watching this thing since below like a cent. Personally, I haven't made too much off of it. Our buddy Matt has made a couple bucks. Honestly, I mean, we could see some entries maybe. I would actually like to see it come back down to here though. One of these levels for any entries. Patience, right? You don't want to rush anything. Link, honestly, pretty good spot, I would say. Let's see if it comes back down, retest here. If so, if not, cool too. But we could definitely see more movements to the upside. LRC, not as bullish on some of these projects. I used to be Matic, nice project. It's kind of fallen down below too, but keep in mind, guys, these projects that I'm going over, some of these ones that have fallen through, they were bigger back last bull run. Doesn't mean they're gonna be big this bull run. You got to understand the utility too. So Maker's an awesome project. We've been calling this thing out since freaking $400, literally since it wicked down here. But an awesome project. I think we're gonna hold ultimately this level. When Maker runs, alts tend to follow. As you can see, Maker ran, and recently we've seen, right? Maker ran 27%. And guess what we just seen just recently today, right? Even I think it was today and yesterday when the market kind of ran, right, Garrison?
Yeah, a little bit today and
Yeah.
kind of a little bit over the weekend.
Yeah. So, Maker ran 20%, almost 30%, and a lot of these tokens are starting to follow. Optimism, awesome. Ordi, another project we were kind of looking at. I don't know too much about this one, but as far as the chart looks, I mean, we've been kind of holding this level. Could be a good zone for entry, but again, look more into the project. Render, great project, still holding its levels. Rocket Pool, also cool project. This was one of the only projects that was continuously moving up during the last bear market. I'm curious to see how this performs here because it hasn't been looking so hot. It's just kind of been playing around. Scale, SNX, Solana, ran to 200 not too long ago. Same thing here. We're kind of moving up. I want to see us break above this level and then continue up. We broke above here, which I think we're gonna. Honestly, personally, I think we're gonna continue back up at least to this about probably 160 to 172 range. Uniswap. I know Garrison likes this. I think he's holding some of this. I'd like to see us hold that 61.8% level. But even if we came back down to here to this red zone, not a bad look. XRP, don't really care about it anymore. I do, but I don't. Just kind
I
of
have
getting over it.
or never mind, I'll wait.
No, you're good, bro. That's pretty much all I got.
I know last week it reminded me because I don't remember what you said, but it made me think of it. Am I able to share screen?
Yeah. Hold on 1 second.
It'll just take
Can
2
now.
seconds, and then this will be my last thing.
Yeah.
We looked at this last week, and we kind of mapped it out, bro. First of all, Apple's just crazy on the long-term chart. Like
Facts.
this thing doesn't really see retracements. The most it does is like 50, it's like not even 50% retracements. And we wicked it and we followed it all the way down. And, we kind of figured out why it jumped up here. And we went all the way down to the 4 hour. We went down to the 30-minute chart. And if you guys remember, we took a little trade. We had a little trade idea up here. We saw it come down quick on the 30-minute, came up to this 886 and it rejected. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, it was like in the middle of this candle right here. And then I'm like, you know what? This would have been a good entry if we were looking at it right here. Would have been a good idea. We risked 1% to get 3%. This would be like a leverage trade idea, which that's a little bit more advanced on how to explain that and get into that. We'll have to cover that in maybe a podcast or something one day. But yeah, you're that would have been a nice little trade there. You could have wrote it down a little bit more. But
Yeah,
now
bro.
we're back up at these levels. I would not be surprised if Apple continues to run up from here, though. Apple's pretty strong, and we took this Fibonacci extension from this low to this high, came right back up and hit our 127, made a small rejection, and then we're moving back up now. So we'll see. Apple's very strong. They're
Yeah, bro.
obviously,
Especially with all the AI stuff coming out, and they're partnering
yeah.
with OpenAI and whatever other AI companies. That's pretty bullish for them. But yeah, man, I think that's really all I have. Set sail. I know you're here, brother. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, man, or anything you want to cover here in the last few minutes, feel free to unmute yourself and ask.
Just wanted to say that render was a good opportunity to um to pick up for a week on a weekly basis. It's what I have been doing. Um, I don't know. I just feel like render could do really well.
Yeah, bro.
Considering, yeah, what it's attached to.
Yeah, man. I think Render is an awesome project. Even where it's out on the chart right now, it looks great. Like, let me share my screen real quick here again. Here's Render. Looks like, we're still chilling here in our zone. Perfectly respected, really our 88.6, our last levels of support. Honestly, I'm bullish. I like the project overall. Not too long ago, we were just up here in the 12 buck range. We're sitting down around 7. We could easily see 50% or more move back up here to these levels. I think we'll probably see some, again, it's been consolidated mostly here, but yeah, man, I definitely think you're right. I think it's a good look.
Yeah, it's definitely long term, and it fits my category because I'm definitely looking for longer term
Yeah,
than
man.
more than something having look that looks like something like manipulation. I'd
Facts.
rather, yeah, I'd rather have it really, really slow. I don't care if it goes down, but I just I would prefer it go slow. It's
Yeah.
just when
Yeah,
it
man. The
goes
market's
fast, yeah.
it gets volatile, bro. It's
Mm.
gonna be scary.
Yep, and when the all the new regulations for crypto start rolling in, we know that as of right now, there is not a lot of people who are educated in the crypto space who are basically able to make life-changing decisions, and they have no idea what's in front of them, and they're definitely gonna, you know, not pave the way. It's gonna take
Yep.
some time for people to take their place and actually do it correctly. So if
Facts.
if if crypto takes like another turn down or another place, I know that for a fact that it's not doomed. I know that for a fact that it's because it's in the wrong hands. It's not being led correctly.
Yep.
It,
Exactly, man.
it just
Exactly.
that's what I see, and I'm prepared for that. Like if it's gonna, I know that like there's like a 90% of a chance of it happening, and these old people, they're gonna be like, oh, just with real estate and silver and gold, which aren't bad.
Right.
They're not bad,
And
but then again, their generation, their people, kind like the older, they don't know about this.
yep. And
They
set sail, I
they
don't mean to cut you off, bro, but we have probably about 30 seconds before we
well,
cut out here.
Gotcha.
I just want to wrap this up, guys. We
Yeah.
appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in to the Market Analysis Monday. Today is July 1st. Again, we'll see you next time. We appreciate you. Peace.
Take
Peace.
care. Bye.